Hi, everybody. Welcome back. I'm going to give you a little video. It's probably not going to be a little. It's probably going to be longer than normal. But I want to give you 6 overhyped. Overhyped's the wrong word. I can't think of another word, but fragrances everybody talks about. But maybe you're getting tired of hearing them. Maybe you love them because overhyped doesn't mean bad. All of these I love, with the exception of really one. All of them I love. But tired of hearing about them every time. There's that the hype train is real. You know what I mean? Uh, getting tired of wearing them. You want something gives you the same kind of feeling, same kind of scent, but different. That's the best way I can describe it. So overhyped alternatives, I guess, that'll still give you the same kind of feeling as these other scents, but different enough that you're not going to get sick of them. Start out immediately with Replicas by the Fireplace. Uh, Beautiful scent, love it. Like I said, none of these scents are really bad. It's just a little overhyped, really, if you think about it. The problem with it, again, other than it being overhyped, they're all going to be overhyped, so I'm not going to say that to every one of them, but is the price is high for an EDT, and the performance is a little lackluster. It's not bad, but for that price, kind of want more. So a good alternative to it is Bath and Body Works smoked whiskey or smoked old fashioned. Uh, Similar scents, smoky, woody, a little bit boozy, um, and the performance for the money is good, especially if you get this with it. It's as good, if not better, than the replica. Um, yeah, so that's the first one. The second one, I love of mine, Nautica Voyage. Again, beautiful aquatic, somewhat sweet apple aquatic scent, but maybe a little overplayed. A good alternative, Penguin Original Blend, number one. Batch number one original blend. Has that same kind of quality, aquatic, obviously, a little sweeter, a little muskier, uh, but in the same vein, and performs as well, if not better, than the Nautica. Making noise. Um, Next on the list, this is gonna piss some people off, and that's kind of why I want an alternative to it. Actually, I'm tired of the hate. The hate. I hate the hate. You know. That's Aventus and any of its 9,472 clones that are out there. I just grabbed one. I've got half a dozen myself and a sample of Aventus somewhere. But Club de Nuit Intense, man. Um, Again, a beautiful scent. Kind of pineapple-y, citrusy off the top with some little bit of smoke and some musk and some woods. Beautiful scent. Uh, it's just, it's everywhere because every damn house has got 5 different clones of it or inspired by versions of it. You can pick them up relatively cheap and blah blah blah. So, and it's just a hate thing too. Either people love or hate. Aventus is great. All the dupes are bad. All the dupes are bad. And Aventus is horrible. Blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? A good alternative. Again, it doesn't smell like Aventus, but it'll give you that same fresh, effervescent feel that the pineapple from Aventus and the citruses from Aventus gives you, and a bit of that a gentleman like musky dry down, woody dry down is Oscar de la Renta Gentleman. That champagne note right off the top is so sparkling, so effervescent, sparkling, boom, right in your face. And it performs really well. And it'd be good if you're still looking for something, like I said, sparkling and effervescent and fresh off the top with a bit of a woody, musky dry down. Try Oscar de la Renta Gentleman. This is the one I don't like out of all of them. The only one I don't like. And that's 24 Gold. This was hyped to the moon and back a couple years ago. And the reason I don't like this one is it is a cheap chemical, mostly cheap fake vanilla balm with a hint of oud. It actually gives me a headache when I wear it. It's so strong and synthetic smelling. But a good alternative to it is Lattafa Oud Mood. You get that, not the same, of course. This is way more oudy and woody, but you still get that sweet vanilla and oud wood kind of vibe from it. Find more florals in 24 Gold too, a little more florally, but still a good, if you still want that vanilla and oud kind of vibe, but you don't want to, tired of 24 Gold, that'll do it for you. The next one, again, piss off a lot of people here. And I'm trying not to. Sorry, I had to sneeze because that 24 Gold. I'm telling you. Baccarat Rouge 540. But mostly all its dupes. There's a bunch of dupes out there. I grabbed this one. It's actually the only one I have, I believe. I'd have to look, but the Lattafa Ana Al Abid Rouge. The problem for me with this one is it's not the smell. I love the smell. I really do. It's just a little sweet and a little too feminine and youthful for my liking. I'd love it on a woman. I'd love it as a room spray. I'd love it as a stuff like that. A soap would even be nice, but as a cologne for a man, for personal taste, and it's all personal, it's just a little too candy sweet and youthful feminine for my liking. But I have worn it a couple times and it does work, so it's not gross or anything. It's just I feel a little too old and a little too masculine for it. So not that I'm a manly man or anything, but it just comes off a little feminine to me. A good alternative if you want to keep that sweetness and that youthfulness and a bit of a floral rosy aspect to it with a hint of aquatic vibe to it, fresher, not as sweet, not as dense, not as youthful or feminine, but still definitely unisex, is 1 Million Cologne. Yeah, sweet, slightly bubblegumish sweet, but mostly fresh, clean rose. Great alternative to it. And they both perform like a mother. So, yeah, the last one, you might not think if you've smelled it, and they don't smell alike at all. But the only reason I'm going to say it's an alternative is because of a certain note that most people pick up in both of them. Givenchy Play Intense, again, overhyped, but I think that's more because it's not a bad scent, of course. It's more because it's discontinued and everybody loved it. And what they loved mostly in it was that patchouli, that coffee note. They pick up that roasted coffee type of note on this. And you do pick it up. Something like this is $250 now, maybe more. Ridiculous. But if you're just looking for a coffee vibe, you could go with Bath & Body Works Coffee and Whiskey. It'll give you an even more realistic and stronger coffee vibe, I find, than this. It's kind of a coffee patchouli mix, where this is kind of mostly coffee with a little bit of Irish cream liqueur. Very nice scent, but it'll get you that coffee vibe if that's what you're really craving. So yeah, guys, that's 6 hyped up scents and some alternatives that keep you in the same wheelhouse, but smell different enough. You know, they're not clones or dupes or anything. So, yeah. I hope you liked it, guys. I put a little thought into this one. So, not that I don't put thought into all of them, but I also got another one I want to do. I found a good a really good and really cheap substitute for the Orome 2020. At least I think it is. Let me know if you want to see that. I'm going to do it anyway, but just let me know if you want to see it. All right, guys. Peace, love, be good to each other.